Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, YouTube, and Xland. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue to discuss my best friend's wedding. It's not terrible rom-com. It's not a great rom-com. There's so many fucking plot holes in it. You could fucking fly a 747 through some of these plot holes. Okay, a lot of it doesn't make any sense. But the tone is obviously pretty light, it's a rom-com, so there's some funny jokes in there, there's physical humor in there, like crashing into dishes and shit like that, and running, and it's just stupid stuff. The typical shit you see in every fucking rom-com. All right, you got the fucking rich, fucking above average fucking income, a white girl, in her late 20s, early 30s, college graduate, of course, working a white collar job. He's got everything going. She's a boss bitch. She's got everything going for her. The only thing she's missing is fucking she can't find true love. Ooh. The guy is always some fucking rich millionaire, fucking super good looking, tall, fucking ripped abs, chiseled features, square jaw, great in fucking bed, charming, funny, all that fucking shit, right? And and he's got everything in his life that he wants. Okay, he plays hard, he fucks hard, he lives hard. The only thing missing is he can't find true love. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. When you're wealthy, true love is one of the best things money can buy. All right? So don't give me that shit, man. It sucks, man. Sexual dynamics, yeah, but it's true, man. You ladies like to fucking complain about how hard you have it. Like a fucking. I reviewed the Barbie movie, the one that came out last year. I reviewed it already. Okay, and we all remember the fucking speech where fucking Ugly Betty fucking talks about how fucking women have it so fucking hard, and men have it so good. And all that fucking self-pity and fucking bullshit. Like, we got it so fucking easy and shit. You got fucking little fucking soy boy simps like fucking Will Ferrell saying that all men need to fucking step down and let women take. Hey, in case you haven't fucking noticed, you fucking goddamn soy boy, okay? Women fucking control a lot of fucking shit, all right? A lot, okay? More than they've probably ever controlled. Okay, so in human history, okay? So don't give me this fucking bullshit, man. Look at your fucking HR. Go to your job right now and look at your HR department, okay? How many guys you see in there? Yeah, you don't. Exactly, okay? So don't fucking tell me women have no fucking power, okay? Women have a shitload of fucking power. The problem is that despite no matter how much power a woman has, okay, she still wants a man that has more than her. Okay, so if a woman is a millionaire and she's a fucking CEO of a company, she wants a guy who's a billionaire and CEO of a corporation. You see what I mean? She's got to play. She's got to trade up, not down. Okay. The problem is with you girls, with you women out there, is you fucking go up there, you work hard, you play hard, you take the pill so you don't get fucking pregnant, okay? You fuck around, okay? And you hold off having kids and all that shit until your finances are set, your career is set. So you work hard. Once you get there, by this time you're in your fucking 30s and shit, man. Mid-30s, okay? Your sexual market, I know it sucks. Your sexual market value goes down. It does. And the men that are your age, their sexual market value goes up. Okay, now why would they want you when they can have a girl in their 20s? You see what I mean? That's the thing. That's the fucking thing. All right? And it's all right. I mean, it's just human nature. Just the way that we're programmed, okay? Women are programmed to want men that can that can protect them, that can provide for them. Okay? That's what they want. It's not just enough just to be fucking good looking, okay? You got to be fucking everything. You got to be the whole fucking package. Okay, you got to be able to protect her. You got to protect your kids. You got to provide for her. You got to fucking, look good on her arm. You got to be good in bed. You got to make her fucking sexually satisfied. Okay, you got to make her feel good about herself. Even when she looks like shit. Okay, these are all things that are expected of a man. Is it fair to us that we should have to fucking put up with all that shit just to get a fucking booty call? Of course it's not fair, but you know what? We fucking do it anyway. We do it anyway, okay? And a man who is in that small percentage of men that can fuck a lot of women, because those guys do exist. Y'all talk about those guys all the fucking time, even though the majority of guys are nowhere near that category. Okay? Those guys have options, okay? So if a guy has options, what about you does he want to buy you for? Why does he want to buy you? You know? If a guy had there's a 2017, fucking Lamborghini right there, and it's fucking $300,000, and there's a 2024 Lamborghini right next to it that's also $200,000, which one do you think he's gonna fucking buy? Exactly. He's gonna buy the brand new one. Is that fair to you? Like, of course it's not fair, but you know what? It's just the fucking way it is. It's been that way since the beginning of fucking time. Okay? So no matter how much fucking progressiveness or feminism you come up with and you put into these fucking scripts, okay, it's not going to change human nature. It's just not. Okay? What you're going to end up is with a bunch of women that are fucking, it's pretty fucking sad. You're going to end up like fucking Samantha Jones on Sex and the City, okay? You think her life is happy at the end? Fuck no, it ain't. I don't give a fuck how popular and glamorized they try to glamorize her lifestyle, okay? This bitch is going to die fucking ugly and alone. Ugly and alone with cats. And it's not because she didn't meet fucking the right guy, okay? She met a lot of the guys that were right for her. Or not right, maybe that were high value, okay? If you believe that Sex and the City bullshit, okay? But let's just assume that you do, okay? And that she actually can pull, that a woman in her fucking mid-40s can pull fucking a hot fucking supermodel movie star guys to fall in love with her. Yeah, let's just assume that, okay? Then yeah, she's had high value men, okay? Or at least on the show she has. All right, and what did she do? She got rid of them because none of them were good enough for her. Now she's what, 60-something years old, and fucking now the only fucking cock she can fuck is a goddamn fucking one you gotta put batteries in. You know, that's no fucking life. That's no life. Does that vibrator want to listen to your fucking problems? Does that vibrator tell you you're fucking beautiful? Huh? Is that vibrator gonna take you to the fucking opera and pay for dinner? No, it ain't. And I don't give a shit how much fucking money women have or how fucking strong and independent they are. Okay? Even the fucking most diehard strong boss bitch in the whole fucking world, even the most diehard, toughest fucking nails, ball busting bitch that ever lived, every once in a while she wants to take a break from it. Every once in a while she wants to relax and not have to worry about everybody else's shit. Even if it's just for a few minutes a day. Okay? Let someone else take the reins. Let someone else fucking, take the steering wheel. Let someone else be in charge. You know what? How about letting someone else fucking plan something, an event for you guys? Let someone else go in there and just fucking take charge of this shit. Someone you trust. Someone's going to do you right. Someone who knows you that well. They already know what you like and what you don't like. Okay? I'm not saying all the time, but every once in a while, even the most diehard fucking feminist bitch needs a fucking, assuming they're heterosexual, needs a fucking man, to take over for a little while. So I don't care how fucking tough you are, okay? You can't be tough 24/7. Sometimes you gotta fucking lay down and let a man take over things, all right? And how's that ever gonna fucking happen when you fucking pushed all the men away? They don't even want to get near you now, okay? You're like fucking insect repellent to men now. See what I mean? Whose fault is that? Okay, well, if you believe the feminist bullshit, it's our fault. It's men's fault for not appreciating it. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's your fault. It's your fault. Okay? So whenever I hear women complain about fucking how, there's always a better guy out there. Okay, you know what you need to do, ladies? Whenever you think that you can do better, okay? Whenever you've got a good man, I mean a guy who fucking loves you and fucking respects you and shit and all that stuff. I know it turns you off, okay? But sometimes, you kind of need that. You need that person in your corner. Sometimes you do. Okay? Instead of fucking chasing Mr. fucking Big Dick Slade with the fucking, with the fucking $50 million bank account, and the Porsche and the Lamborghini and the servants, who runs the fucking, the whole corporation himself, Okay? Instead of chasing that guy and hoping that he's going to fall in love with you, okay? You know, and ignoring the guys that really do care about you, okay? Whenever you feel that way, I want you to watch the fucking Little Mermaid again. Okay, not that abortion that came out last year. Watch the cartoon. I know you've seen it. Watch the cartoon one from like, what was it, 1989? Watch that one, okay? There's a scene in there, even though I already reviewed this movie, I forgot the guy's name, but there's a scene in there where the fuck, I guess the butler or whatever, the servant or the prince's servant, whatever, the old fuddy-duddy British guy, he basically tells the prince, I forgot his fucking name because I'm not fucking gay, but he tells the prince that, you know what, because he's holding out for that girl whose voice he heard, right? He's in love with that girl that saved his life, and he doesn't remember what she looks like. He just remembers that she had the most beautiful voice he ever heard, right? Okay. Well, now he's dating fucking Ariel, and Ariel's like clearly in love with him, but she can't talk, right? You see the movie, okay? But he's not sure, you know, like how to feel about Ariel because he's still hoping he'll meet that girl that saved his life, right? And the fucking guy, his servant tells him, he says, hey, Prince, you dumb motherfucker. Instead of spending all your energy trying to find that perfect girl, that perfect, flawless, beautiful girl, maybe you need to turn your head around and actually look at the girl that's actually right fucking here in front of you right now. Okay? He tells the prince that, okay? Prince, what, Eric is his name? I don't fucking remember. All right? You've seen the movie more than me, you know. Okay? He basically tells him to lower his standards. Ladies, you need to put yourself in that fucking movie. And for that scene, you're the prince, all right? Okay, I'm sorry. I know y'all think you deserve nothing but the best, and you do deserve, and we all deserve someone who treats us good and we're compatible with, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally. We all deserve that, okay? But there's no perfect person out there, okay? No one's going to meet all your check boxes, okay? And if you keep chasing this fucking fictional person, okay, you're going to ignore all the people, the real people that are in front of you or next to you, you know? I'm not telling you to settle down. If you don't want to settle down, you're going to end up like fucking Samantha, okay? What I'm telling you is that, you know, if something feels good, you know, you feel good with this person and they feel good with you, stay with them. What the fuck you got to fuck around with that for? You know? Of course there could always be someone better. There'd also be someone better for him too. Did you ever think of that? You know? Then maybe you're just a fucking a bus stop on the way somewhere else. Did you ever think of that? Okay. All right? You keep trying to chase perfection, you're never going to get there. You're never going to fucking get there, all right? Anyway, that's my fucking soapbox speech, okay? And the reason I'm telling you that is because the things that we just talked about here, that I just talked about here, have a lot to do with this fucking movie here. My best friend's fucking wedding. You know, everyone wants something better. Okay, Michael. Okay, Dermot Mulroney. Okay, he was never nearly as attractive to fucking Jules, our main character, until he fucking until he decided to get married. Now all of a sudden she realized that she has to have him. Okay? That she has to have him. Because he's her best friend. No. You don't fall in love with your best friend. Okay, they're best friend for a reason. Okay, she friend-zoned this guy 9 years ago. Okay, but apparently they still share secrets and stories with each other, which is kind of weird. You know, if I had sex with a girl, I mean, maybe some of you all are different. Maybe you're more liberal than me. Okay, I don't know. All right, but if I had sex, you know, if I had a relationship with a girl and then we decided just to be friends afterwards, okay, I'm not going to fucking give her the details of my sex life. All right? I'm not. Because number one, I don't want my feelings to get hurt if she criticizes it. And number two, I don't want to hurt her feelings. Okay? You know? No. That's why I don't believe that these two people here would be fucking heterosexual, fucking platonic best friends. No, I don't think so. Okay? It's a lot more believable that George, played by Rupert Everett, the gay guy in this movie, you know, and I'm not talking about all the gay guys that wrote and produced this movie. I'm talking about the gay guy that's in the movie, playing a gay guy. Okay, what a stretch, right? He actually is more of a best friend to Jules than anything I've seen Michael, any of the chemistry I've seen Michael and Jewel have. Okay, they don't really have any. Okay, it's all built up based on what she said. But you know, she said that they had this incredible month in Tucson, Arizona, when they were sophomores at a fucking Brown University. Oh my God, this movie just collapses. The logic of this movie just collapses in on itself. All right, so yeah, so she no, they don't really. I mean, she says they had a wonderful experience, but now that they're actually seeing them together, I don't really see it. I don't see the connection there at all. You know, I mean, he's laid back and stuff. You know, Jules, I not sound like this, Jules. But man, she's all wrong for me, Jules. You remember that time in Tucson, Jules, when we watched that fucking Keanu Reeves movie marathon? Well, it changed my life, Jules. And she lets me hold her as long as I want. She doesn't pull away from me, Jules. Not like you did, Jules. Just say it. My jaw's not good enough for you. I'm not good enough for you. That's the level of acting. I got nothing against Dermot Mulroney, okay? Yeah, I feel bad for him, actually. I mean, why should I feel bad for him? He's still working. Even today, he's still working. I just recently saw him in some shit, okay? He's still working. So he's successful. He just never became a big movie star, right? They can't all be Brad Pitt, okay? They can't all get that career, all right? You know, look at Orlando Bloom. What the fuck's he doing now? Yeah, exactly. He's jerking off, okay? He's fucking... He's giving fucking $10 blowjobs underneath Hollywood Boulevard with New Kids on the Block. All right, anyway, moving right along. Let's get back to the movie, okay? So anyway, yeah, I don't see the chemistry there between those two, okay? It makes no sense, but, you know, just go with it. There is chemistry between George and Jules, though, okay? Between Julia Roberts and Rupert Everett. There's a lot of chemistry there, but of course, it's platonic. He's gay and she's straight, all right? But it is there. They have a great chemistry together. All right, so the last scene when we left off, okay, Michael was getting fitted for tuxedo. Jules tried to explain to him that she's got feelings for him, okay? She always has. She already rehearsed this with fucking George. George is there, actually, to give her fucking emotional support so she can go through with her, you know, with her revelation to Michael about her feelings for him and how she wants him to fucking call off his wedding, even though he's getting married fucking tomorrow, okay? And to leave and run off with her. Okay, where have we seen this? Oh yeah, this is exactly what fucking happened to Julia Roberts in real fucking life. Okay, when Jason Patric, Kiefer Sutherland's best friend, okay, ran off with her the day before Kiefer Sutherland was about to marry her. Okay, yeah, I wonder where they came up with this idea. But anyway, she tried to do it again. This time not in real life, in the movie. Okay, but she couldn't bring herself to do it. Okay, so instead, she told Michael that fucking George, who's there, he can see him right there, okay, is her fiance. So now they're fucking married. Now they're about to get married, all right? So Michael, you can tell, is like kind of confused a little bit, like, but he's excited too. He's like, oh my God, he tells you, congratulations. He's like, oh, congratulations. What? Okay, George was not let in on this. This was a spur of the moment thing for Jules. So George had no idea that Jules was going to lie to Michael and say that they're fucking engaged, okay? He's clearly fucking gay. He did not see this coming, all right? And the look on his face when he hears that, when Jules tells her, oh, you know, honey, I told him that we were engaged too. And, you know, like, the look on his face like, what? Julia Roberts is pretty, okay? She's fucking pretty, especially as she's playing a 27-year-old. All right, she's pretty, man. She's pretty back then. Even despite her big nose and her big mouth, she's fucking pretty. I gotta give her points, man. She's pretty. All right. She doesn't look like a fucking beard. Right? Have you ever seen a beard? Okay, you want to know about a beard? Fucking talk to fucking Pierce Bronson. Talk to fucking Hugh Jackman. Although he is getting divorced. He's getting divorced. Okay. All right, that's a totally other topic though, isn't it? Okay, so that's going on here. All right. You know, what do you call it? Okay, so he has to yeah, so that's going on here. He's getting fitted for the tuxedo. Okay, Jules, you know, like George's completely stunned. He does not realize that all of a sudden now he has to pretend to be engaged to fucking Jules. Jules says like he has to go back to New York. Hint, hint. Just go along with it because you're getting on a plane in a few hours, so it doesn't fucking matter. All right. And he just dropped by here to Chicago just to, they look at each other, just to fuck me. Which is pretty good. It's funny. He's just like, well it takes a few hours. Okay, so that's going on. This is pretty good. This is funny. I said the best scenes in this movie are the ones with fucking Rupert Everett, okay? Because he just fucking steals it. His reactions, his lines, his chemistry with Jules, okay? He just fucking steals it. And the role that he plays in this story, okay? He's the voice of reason. He's the one that knows what's going on and is trying to restrain himself from just fucking, letting everyone know what's really going on, okay? Because Michael Michael's too much of a dumb fuck to realize that Jules is in love with him, okay? And Jules is too much of a fucking pussy to fucking tell Michael how she really feels and what she's really trying to do, okay? You see what I mean? And fucking Kimmy is too much of a fucking airhead to realize that this woman she befriended, her new maid of honor, okay, is trying to steal her man away, okay? So everyone's fucking in the fucking... It's in the clouds, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, okay? But George knows what's going on, okay? And he's trying really hard to not fucking directly involve himself. He's just trying to fucking offer advice and trying to offer emotional support and shit. That's all he's trying to do, okay? And so you kind of sympathize more with him because he's not a fucking dumbass and he's not a fucking asshole, okay? He's the one guy in there, that's actually centered, and he can give you a third point of view, he can give you an objective point of view of what's going on here, okay? So anyway, they walk in late. The next scene is they're walking on Adams and Michigan Avenue. Those are the streets they're connected. I know because if you look down the street where they're walking, you'll see the Art Institute of Chicago, and I went to fucking school there, okay? So yeah, I know exactly where they are, all right? So they walk out of the clothing store. They're walking on Adams and Michigan Avenue, okay? And Michael keeps looking back over his shoulder, and he sees fucking George and Jules. He's holding her like that's his girlfriend. But you could tell it's not comfortable. He's not comfortable holding her that way. It's like, like a guy pretending that this is his girl. That's exactly what he looks like. Like a guy pretending that this girl he's holding is his girlfriend, like he's putting up an act, It's so fucking obvious, It's pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny. And, he tells her, he whispers to her because Michael's in front of them. He wants to make sure he doesn't hear. He's like, I cannot believe you're making me do this after I came all the way over here to help you out. Anyway, so the three of them share a taxi, and all three of them are sitting in the back seat, okay? You've got Michael near the window, you've got Jules in the middle, and you got George on the other side next to the other window, okay? They're all sitting in the back seat, okay? And Michael's just lost looking out the window like he was confused, and he looks like he's hurt and upset and maybe jealous. And Jules is in the middle just staring him down, like that. And then you got fucking George on the other side just like, he's what the fuck is going on? What am I doing here? I shouldn't even be in this fucking taxi, which is hilarious. I mean, I can't really describe it. You've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He's pretty good. He's a very talented guy, Rupert Everett, okay? In fact, Jules is staring at Mike, who looks depressed, so George starts grabbing. George actually comes on to Jules. He's like, okay, I got to pretend to be straight, so I might as well take advantage of it. So he starts fondling Jules. Like, he just, hugs her really close, starts grabbing her tits and shit. Starts, like nuzzling her neck and stuff, and she's like, oh, stop it. Like that, because he's totally making her pay for putting up with this lie, for this deception that she's doing. Okay, this is his way of getting revenge on her for making him pretend to be straight, making him pretend to be her fiance. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, and it's funny. It's really funny. Okay, he starts groping her and shit, and Mike looks at Jules, and and because George is giggling, but Jules is like, stop it, like that. He's like, oh, so you're George, she talked about you all the time, but well, it's just that it always seemed to me that George was, and he's like, gay. He's like, well, yeah. He's like, oh, George, oh, no, he just pretends to be gay. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, why would you do that? He's like, I find it attracts women. I don't know, man. Why don't you ask Ezra Miller about that? Anyway, and then Jules says like, hey, it worked on me. This is so fucking odd. They're just going with the lie. They're just going with this fucking lie, all right? So he's just like, so Mike's just like, okay, you know. No, pretending to be gay does not attract women. Which is the joke, okay? Which is the fucking joke, all right? Yeah. Now, women are more likely to feel safer around gay men because they know they're not going to get assaulted. They know no guy's going to, they're not going to try to get raped or anything like that, okay, when they're around a bunch of gay guys, okay? And what are they going to do? They're going to talk about guys' butts and shit like that, you know? So yeah, I get that, you know, the gay friends and all that kind of stuff. Whereas when you're around a bunch of straight guys, all of a sudden her defenses are up. Oh my God, this is a guy that might actually penetrate me. You know? It's scary because men, we are naturally bigger, you know, and stronger, you know, than women are, okay? So yeah, so they're more likely to be to hang out with a gay guy than they are with a straight guy. Okay, it makes sense. I get it. Although straight guys are not as likely to hang out with fucking lesbians though, because lesbians don't really like us. You know, I mean, I have lesbian friends. Don't get me wrong. Okay, they've even told me that. Okay, the reason lesbians act all big and bad and shit, you know. But that's because they're overcompensating for the fact that they don't have fucking what we got downstairs here, okay? So they got to make up for it with their attitude, okay? Or they're doing a parody of what they think masculinity is. The same way when a guy's transgender and he dresses like a woman, tries to act like a girl, your fucking Dylan Mulvaney's out there, okay? What they're doing is they're making fun of women. They're doing a parody of women, okay? All these cliches that women have, and they're fucking just enabling that on themselves to project this image of femininity, making fun of femininity. Like I said, it's a parody of femininity. Okay, same thing with these lesbians. They get the fucking hair like me and shit, and dress like guys, and you know, try to act like they're for some fucking reason, they all fucking, all of them try to act like they're fucking Kevin Federline. Okay, from like fucking 20 years ago for some reason. I don't know why that's their fucking patron saint, but every fucking lesbian I know tries to act like fucking Kevin Federline, okay? With the baseball cap to the side, the baggy fucking polo, you know, and the baggy jeans. Yeah, dude, hey girl. You know, you got no fucking facial hair. It's just, yeah. Get tattoos and shit. Get the fuck out of here with that noise, all right? You know, it's a parody of it, okay? It's a parody of it. But anyway, so that's what's going on here, okay? You know, he tells them that he's faking being straight, being gay, so he can attract women, okay? So that's going on here, okay? The next thing we have here is they go to the church. Okay, now the church is where the wedding's going to take place, so it's a rehearsal. They go to the rehearsal, okay? And obviously the first one in there is Michael. He goes straight up to Kimmy and starts talking to her, okay? Meanwhile, George and Jules, they stop so they can introduce George to Michael's dad, okay? And of course, he puts on the facade that he's straight, okay? He does a parody of what he thinks straight men are, okay? You know, and by the way, supposedly Kimmy's family is paying for this wedding in a church because, you know, her name is Kim Wallace and her dad is Walter Wallace and he owns the Chicago White Sox. Bull fucking shit, okay? In real life, the Chicago White Sox are owned by a guy named Jerry Dydorf, okay? And he is Jewish. He is not Christian. Okay, he also owns the Chicago Bulls. He owned it back in 1997. Okay, and he owns it today still. Okay, so no, this wedding, we're realistic, it would be in a fucking synagogue. It would not be in a church. Anyway, just want to get that factually correct, okay? I don't want you to start thinking that a bunch of these Christians own the fucking White Sox. They don't. Okay, anyway, so that's going on here. Okay, and he stopped, like I said, Jules introduces George to Michael's dad. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And George pretends to act straight in front of Mike's family. He's like, hey there, I'm just in town for a pre-conjugal visit, if you know what I mean. I'm going to rub one out at her, man, and give her a cream to the pie. I ain't pulling out either. And he slams his his hand on her ass. she's uncomfortable, but she did this to herself. She basically forced him to fucking start acting like he's straight, like they're lovers. So he's just playing it up, okay, which is hilarious. It really is, watching a gay guy pretend to be straight. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now I know there are guys that can fucking pull it off, and that have pulled it off. Okay, like Rock Hudson. Although, to me, Rock Hudson always seemed a little effeminate. Even when he was playing a straight guy, he always seemed a little bit effeminate, I never really bought him as 100% fucking, straight guy, But then you got, like Cary Grant, man. That fucker pulled it off, man. There's nothing fucking gay about his behavior, at least in his movies. And in real life, him and his fucking boyfriend were living together, So I mean, I know there's gay actors that can pull it off. Even Kevin Spacey, I didn't know Kevin Spacey was fucking gay. I never would have guessed that, so just things like that, so there are some actors that can pull it off, but obviously this guy is doing a parody of what he thinks straight guys are. So it's just kind of funny, Okay. Kimmy's the one who really reacts here. Kimmy from the other side of the fucking church looks at George. She starts screaming, "Ah! Oh God! And then she fucking runs over there doing this fucking shit, man. She's basically doing Charlie's Angels again. Okay, something about Mary. She's doing that fucking role again. All right, she runs, makes a big fucking scene. Because her mom, played by Suzanne Sullivan. My mom loves Suzanne Sullivan. Okay, she watched Falcon Crest every fucking Friday night. It came on right after Dallas. All right, yeah, that's how old I am. All right, so that's why I knew who she was. Okay, anyway, so and she plays Kimmy's mom. Okay, she's the bride's mom. Anyway, so Kimmy runs up to them to meet George. Oh my God, you just told me. So clearly, Michael just told her that Jules, who she thought might be a romantic rival for her, is actually just brought her fiance's there. So now she has nothing to worry about. So now she's all happy and excited, okay? Any thoughts that maybe Jules was going to try to steal Michael away from her are gone now? Okay, because she actually brought her fiance. Her fiance actually showed up in Chicago, okay? So she's all, just like that, No, that's a gay. You want to see me do that better? You want to see a guy do that better than I just did? That's a gay guy to do it. All right, so anyway, so Kimmy sees George just jumping up and down, screaming, and runs towards them, okay? George just goes with it. He just fucking plays off of her energy, which is really good. It's probably one of the best scenes in the movie. Watching George just react to her reaction to him. She's like, oh my God. He's just like, oh. He's like just matching or mirroring her, It's hilarious. It's hilarious to watch him fucking feed off of her energy and give it back to her, It really is funny, So that's going on here, okay, and and of course he starts screaming too. She's, it's very funny, okay. He just goes with it, okay. Then Kimmy gets all crazy, okay, and they all take turns kissing each other. Oh my God, it's just over the blown fucking rom-com bullshit, all right. The shit you see in sitcoms all the time, okay. And then he slaps her ass while she screams for her mom. So since he's pretending to be straight, he's just fucking going with it. He's just like, when he sees a pretty girl, just slaps her on the ass. Like, he thinks that's what all guys do. No, we actually have to know the girl pretty well before we feel comfortable enough to do that. Okay? Anyway, but he just goes with it. I thought it was pretty funny, okay? And he charms Kimmy's family. Of course he does. That, he's just, oh, like, you. When he meets Kimmy's mom, he's like, and you must be the bride's little sister. Like that, okay? And she's just like, oh, So you're in town. You absolutely must go to our rehearsal dinner. You must go out with us to lunch. And then Jules says, oh, well, he has a flight in a couple of hours, And he just looks at her, then looks at the family, and goes like, canceled. Like, he wants to have fucking lunch with his family. He's in it now. He's like, fuck this. I'm going to have fun while I'm here. Pretending to be Jules' fucking fiance, which is hilarious. I mean, it's pretty funny. I wish that more movies would do shit like this, okay? Anyway, and he tells them that the reason Jules didn't tell anyone about the engagement, he's like, I wanted to scream it from the rooftops. But Jules here did, lovely Jules, my lover, wanted to respect it as Kimmy's day. This is Kimmy's day. Okay, which is kind of cool, okay? And go like I said, he accepted, he canceled, okay? And they end up eating at some restaurant called Barry the Cudas, okay? And I'm gonna stop right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of my best friend's fucking gay wedding. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon.